everyone, it's Evans Racing here and welcome back to F123 for Chapter 5 of Breaking Point 2, where in the last episode we drove as Calimero for the first time in Formula 2. And without anything else to do, let's jump into the next chapter of Chapter 5. It's a Japanese Grand Prix several weeks later, Chapter 5. With only a handful of races remaining in the 22 calendar, Konnersport are still looking to make their mark in the sport during their first season as part of the F1 grid.
Hey boss, got another one for you.
So we sold out some merchandise. We missed some key sales at the past couple of Grand Prix due to merchandise stock levels. Obviously in the last episode we found out that we was running quite low, but the demand is still high and we have lots of pre-order in the future which are looking fantastic. Now we get a phone call from Davidoff.
Davidoff?
Connor, just thought I'd call for a catch-up.
Wait. What time is it where you are?
Doesn't matter. I wanted a report before the race.
Ah, right. I did ask them to send across all the data to you. Perhaps they forgot. I'll make sure to,
No, I've got it all here. Busy man, Andrea. I don't have time to read all that. How's it all look?
The car is running well, data's solid. Whole team seems confident, and based on the forecasts, we're sticking to the original tire strategy as we discussed. So we'll see.
Good. And the boys?
Keeping to themselves. So no fireworks. Aiden's been a little quiet, but that's usually a good sign before a race. And Devon's...
I've already spoken to Devon. He's good to go.
Oh. Right.
Well, keep up the good work. Good luck, and I'm sure we'll speak after.
So we just got a phone call from Davidoff, who hasn't got the time to look at the data and has just got a brief message from Andrea of the upcoming race in Japan. So without anything else to do, let's jump straight into the race.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
A star is born. As is usual with the movie industry, there has been a delay in production. So the filming will take place next season, booked in just after the Spanish Grand Prix. This clashes with the schedule of mid-season testing day in Catalonia. Davidoff is keen that we allow Konnersport to get much exposure as possible and stick to the filming schedule. We can't realistically commit to both. Which one should we choose? We'll probably choose the film because although your testing will give us a better car in the future, but if we go for the film, that will create more exposure for the team, which means that we'll get more money to the team, so the money will make more income. Therefore, we can get better facilities, which will help improve the car even more than it would be just to do some testing. So we are going to choose the film option. So it's a Japanese Grand Prix. It's mid-race now. A solid start to the race sees Aiden on pace for one of his best performances behind the wheel of the Konnersport car.
Okay, mate, I need you to push before the pit window opens. Push. On it.
So our objective for this race is to get P8 and get in front of Valtteri Bottas if possible. And as a bonus objective, we have to finish ahead of Butler, our teammate. As now we're right behind Yuki Tsunoda, can we make a move into this double left-hander? Not quite, just missing his gearbox there. Luckily we don't get any wing damage. Now we've got DRS being deployed on this back straight. Going full throttle now. Getting all that slipstream but also a bit of that dirty air. Gonna send it down the inside almost, but we chose not to. And we're gonna back off as we get blue flags now, as we see Latifi getting lapped, which is not surprising to say. Now we do lose a bit of time there to Yuki Tsunoda in the last couple of corners there. but we got DRS still, and we are flying. We got all this overspeed now, and we're gonna send it down the inside. Suzuka's gonna brake very early into that corner, but he comes back at us around the outside, but we're gonna block him off on the exit there, and we move up into P10 now. And next to be chased down is Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. Well, we've got Latifi who's being lapped, so we got him next, but after that we got Sainz who's just under 2 seconds in front of us. As we just overtake Latifi, who lets us get past very nicely. Now moving on to lap 6 now, where we are almost behind, where we are basically behind Carlos Sainz now. Can we make a move into the chicane? No, we can't. We're going to back off. We're going to keep it in 3rd gear to get that rotation. Get a good exit as possible, which is, it was a good exit. And now we've got DRS now open, ERS being deployed. And we're going to stay in the slipstream. We're going to pull out. And we're going to go send it down the inside. Again, the AI seems to be braking quite early there, but they come back at us in the double right-hander. But again, just like we did on Yuki Tsunoda, we close the door and we move up into P9. And next in line is Valtteri Bottas, our target for today's race that we need to overtake. As we come through the first sector, all these twisty turns, ERS being deployed now. Can we make a move into the next couple of corners? No, we can't. We're going to get closer and closer each corner. Getting a really good exit here now. And we're right behind him, right on his gearbox. And we're going to send it down the inside into the hairpin. Knock it down into 2nd gear. Going a bit wide there. And now we get a cutscene.
Another pit stop here at Suzuka. This time it's Aiden Jackson coming in. He's been making steady progress today, and Konnersport need him to. They desperately need some results, and they could do without this. And look, there's chaos in that garage.
Absolutely, only 3 wheels on the car at the moment, Crofty. Aiden Jackson looks on in despair. Here comes that spare wheel now.
That's a long, long time to wait, just sat in the cockpit. What is going on down at Konnersport?
Well, the tyre is finally out of the garage and on the car, and Aiden Jackson's back out in the race, but it's a long time in the pit, and that will cost them dearly.
How many places did I lose? Okay, try not to worry about that, Aiden. Just focus on the race, get your head down, and let's put it back. I'm sick of this!
So there's been a problem with the pit stop. Only 3 tyres was there. They left the 4th tyre still in the garage, and it's a massive mistake from the Konnersport pit crew there, which has cost Aiden Jackson massively through this race. As we move on right behind Lando Norris, as we almost make a move here, and Aiden Jackson showing his frustration there as we send it down the inside of Lando Norris there, making a little bit of contact, but luckily no wing damage from that. As now we'll have to overtake Yuki Tsunoda once again, as we make a bit of contact with his gearbox. Again, lucky not to get any wing damage from that. As now we have a drag race to the next corner, as we use ERS to stay with him, because it looks like they got a better top speed than us. But we've got a better line through that corner, as now we make an easy overtake up into P11. And now our new objective is to reclaim 8th position once again. And then our bonus objective is still to finish ahead of Butler if possible, which with 3 laps remaining, that's going to be a bit hard, because that's about 7 seconds in front of us. So we've got a lot to do, but let's keep our head down and push on. Now moving on to this lap 10 now, as we are catching up to Bottas, who's in P10 now. As we use some ERS coming through this double right-hander now. Coming through here, braking as late as possible into 3rd gear to get rotation and a good exit. Just about making a little bit of contact there. Again, lucky not to make any wing damage, as we get a warning for that. As we go quite wide, as we go a bit deep into the hairpin there, but we get the move done, and we're now into points position of P10. And now we've got Gasly next in the AlphaTauri, who is 1.2 seconds in front of us. As we now move on to the end of lap 10, where now we're right behind Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. Now we've got DRS on both of them now. Can we make a move into the first sector of the lap? Go down here, but they're braking a little bit more later as we send it down inside of Pierre Gasly, close the door off on the exit, and we get the job done. And now we look for a move down the outside of the Ferrari as we come through here. Not quite, just haven't got the speed to make the move stick. As we try again round the outside, and can we keep it in front? Just about, as we get a bit of understeer there, which actually helped us again. And we move up into P8 as we overtake a Ferrari in a Konnersport car. Now coming on to the final lap of the race, chasing down our teammate Devon Butland, and also our big rival as well in F1, as we come through here for a very late apex that we do miss. Using all the cover on the outside, both on the inside here as well, as now we have to chase down Butler, who's 1.2 seconds in front on the last lap, to try and complete that bonus objective if possible. As we come through the long left hander, as we almost lose the rear end there, manage to keep it just within the track. Now coming through this double right hander now, into this tight one now, into third gear to get that rotation and that better exit. And we're getting closer and closer to Butler from every corner, as now in this hairpin now where we gain the most amount of time. We're right on this gearbox pretty much. ERS being deployed now. Can we make a move into the double left-hander coming up next after this right-hander? As we come through this double left-hander now, keeping it nice, being patient on the throttle, now going full throttle now. ERS being deployed. We're going to use all our ERS because it's the final lap and we need to overtake Butler, as we just haven't got the pace, the straight line speed to overtake Butler. But we've got the cornering speed, as we do cut the car, we do go on the grass there, but we get the job done and we move up into P7 in the final 3 corners, and we are going to come through the last corner now, and we're going to get that bonus objective as we come through the line for P7 for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, it's still too close to call at the top of the table. Meanwhile, at the other end, Ant, you can really understand Aiden Jackson's frustrations today.
Yeah, they've had car problems all season long, Crofty. They've had a bad mix-up in the garage today. Konnersport won't be proud of that one.
And Konnersport won't be proud of that. It's the longest pit stop we've had this season. Not the sort of record any team wants to set. They do so much for the sport.
So it's been a fairly good result for Aiden Jackson after he had to do a lot to recover from that, as the Konnersport pit crew made a massive mistake, only bringing out 3 out of the 4 tyres needed to put in the car, which cost Aiden Jackson massively. But as we are the driver, we managed to reclaim that 8th position and we managed to get P7, and we also beat our teammate, which is ideal. As now we get a interview from Natalie.
Well, Aiden, I'm sure you already know what I'm going to ask. That pit stop looked like a nightmare. So what on earth happened today?
Well, basically what happened was they only rang out 3 tyres. I mean, that's as much you can say. But we're going to choose the every race has a hiccup on the left-hand side here for level 3. Because it's true, every race we do, there's always been something wrong or some sort of hiccup.
We all know that every race has a hiccup, so you could just never tell when it's going to happen. You just got to be ready and roll with the punches. I guess on the plus side, a mess up like that means that this mistake will never happen again.
Well, there is a lot of talk on social media about whether Devon is actually getting preferential treatment by the team. So do you think, is there any truth to that, or is it an unfair assumption?
Obviously, for this question, I don't really know what to put. So I think for this question, this is better off to say no comment and not to cause any rumours or any issues within the team. So we're just going to keep it neutral and go for no comment.
Possibly comment about that. I'll let everyone draw their own conclusions.
Well, Aiden, the list seems to get longer. Car reliability, you and Devon bumping wheels, and now issues in the pit lane. Huge mounting problems at Konnersport. Has there been any talk at all about what the team might do next season, considering that you and Devon just don't seem to get along?
Obviously, no one knows what the future holds, but we are open to have some offers for next season. But I think we're going to choose the thing on the left-hand side, because at the moment we are part of Konnersport, so we need to finish the season on a good and it's all about Konnersport for the time being until the next season.
Yeah, I've been thinking about next season. But who knows what the future will bring. At the moment, it's all about Konnersport and bringing in as many points as I can.
And finally, I've got to ask you about this. Rumours have recently emerged that your teammate, Devon Butler, will be playing a role in the next Throttle Zone film. Can you comment on this?
Obviously, we were, Andre, when we chose this, we did think about choosing Aiden Jackson, but we chose to go for Butler because obviously he has got that natural character to him where he is just like confident in front of a camera. We're gonna choose the bottom one as they wanted me, but they had to do with Devon Butler instead.
Yeah, I heard they really wanted Konnersport's best driver, but when they found out I wasn't available, they had to stick with Devon, so, you know, he's used to being second choice, so it's perfect.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
So, post-race of the Japanese Grand Prix, an untimely pit stop error cost Aiden valuable time at the Japanese Grand Prix, which only serves to stroke his frustrations with the team at Konnersport. And now we get a phone call from Davidoff.
Talk to me.
About what? You saw the race, right? What is there to say?
Thought you could do with blowing off a little steam.
What is even the point in wasting any more energy? If it's not the car, it's the team. If it's not the team, it's the car. No one seems to care how much effort I'm putting into all of this.
Which is why you need to double down. Listen, I promised I wouldn't say anything, but the top three are talking, Aiden.
What?
They've already reached out to us. Looks like there might be some last-minute negotiations on the cards, but keep that to yourself, okay?
Yeah, of course.
No doubt there'll be some wrangling. You're contracted for another season, but your tenacity has been noticed.
Wow, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything you're not supposed to know. I hate to admit it, but Konnersport can't keep up with you, Aiden. Just do me a favour, would you?
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I need you to push as hard as you can to get as much out of you before I lose you to a better team. Can you do that for me?
Of course. No problem.
Good boy. You know I'm here whenever you need me. Speak soon.
So we get a phone from Davidoff there, who is one of the main people higher up in the Konnersport team, and it looks like the top three, that being I would assume it would be Ferrari, Red Bull and Mercedes, have contacted Konnersport to look to sign Aiden Jackson for the next season, but only the future will tell us if we do make that move or not to that top three team and try and win that third championship as Aiden Jackson. But after a very stressful race for Aiden Jackson there, as a massive mistake within the pit crew, which shouldn't have happened, but sometimes these things happen in motorsport, no matter what it is, Formula 1, GT racing, any sort of racing in motorsport. But that is it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a like, please do subscribe down below for more racing based content, and I'll see you later this week for chapter 6 of Breaking Point 2.